Good evening, everyone, and can I apologise for keeping you waiting?
Reparations would not be on the agenda. It seems they have made their way into the final communique.
This is a live situation and we are obviously monitoring it closely alongside our partners. I am clear that Israel has the right to defend itself against Iranian aggression. I'm equally clear that we need to avoid further regional escalation and urge all sides to show restraint. Iran should not respond. We will continue to work with allies to de-escalate the situation across the region.
UK, after you told me that people who also make an income from property of shares.
This region sits on a geopolitical fault line. It is the crossroads for global trade, so our prosperity and security at home depend on stability here. And that's why we're so committed to our AUKUS partnership. It's why our carrier strike group will be in the region next year. And it's why, despite the fact that we've flown halfway around the world, the Royal Navy was already here in Samoa, waiting to greet us. I called the crew of HMS Tamar yesterday to let them know how proud we are of them. And I announced that we'll be doing more in the Pacific Island nations to reinforce maritime security. It shows once again our commitment to the region, to supporting free and open Indo-Pacific, upholding our values and bringing new opportunities home to the United Kingdom.
The election in July, your campaign was honest about 3 niche tax rises on private equity and private schools.
And you're quite right to point to the fact that China is increasingly trying to be influential across Commonwealth countries, and we need to be clear about our values of democracy and the rule of law. But also, I've been making the case that the priority ought to be trade and investment and unlocking finance for Commonwealth countries in order for them to build up the resilience they need. This is finance from international institutions is the issue that's come up time and again in the last 2 days, and how they access that finance to take some of the measures of resilience that they need to take. Again, something that's very pressing in islands like this because they are worried about the rising sea levels, and therefore what are the practical measures that they need to take now in order to guard against that.
Damaged relations with Commonwealth countries with your attempt at a hard line on this.
And today at the retreat, which was a retreat going on for 6 or now 8 hours, I think, in the end, the theme for the day was chosen by the Prime Minister here in Samoa, and she chose resilience and climate. So I think that gives you a clear sense of the absolute priority here. And that's not surprising. You've spent some time here. You'll have seen just how vulnerable this island and similar islands are to climate change. It is of paramount importance. There is, as you rightly say, the paragraph in the communique about reparatory justice, which does 2 things. It notes calls for discussion, and it agrees that this is the time for conversation. But I should be really clear here. In the 2 days we've been here, none of the discussions have been about money. Our position is very, very clear in relation to that. Thanks very much.